Here's Mast. Good cross ice pass to lead it forward for Marcel. He'll work into the zone, puts it to the front of the net, swatted just wide, shuffled back out in front. Comes to the line, right point, Fitzgerald, his shot, wide of the net. Milic is knocked to the ice. Play continues here, and he's going to have a conversation with the officials. The Moose skate the other way. Duehr lowers the shoulder, tries to go to the goal. Walker Duehr now leaves it in behind the net for Mason Shaw. Back up top, Phillips. Fakes the shot, then takes it. That'll go off the back wall, right to Salamonson a drive. And that one is blocked in behind the net. Set for Shaw. Comes up top, Phillips. He'll try another shot. That one hit his skate and went wide. Puck rattles up the near side. Duehr trying to fish it free and gets it to Gustafsson. He'll play it around the board. Salamonson coming in off the right point. Plays it behind the net. It'll actually rattle all the way around for Phillips. Back to the line. Shaw swats one down to the end wall. That one skips off the glass. Fitzgerald grabs it there. Played to Korchinski, and he'll just loft this one down into the Moose zone there to disrupt things. Moose win the draw. Here's Shaw stepping out of his own zone. He's able to lift this one ahead. That's poked back to the Manitoba line. Shaw skates onto it once more. Duehr just kind of swipes it into the Rockford zone, but the Ice Hogs with possession and kind of carrying the play right now. That'll be Phillips back to his own zone, dished it away right in front of the net. Milic makes a great right pad save as Phillips ended up putting that one into a very dangerous spot. There's Duehr bringing the puck ahead. Just slaps it down low as the Moose will change. Allen sends it up the near side. Jilkin pressures Milmont. Some help from their netminder. And Thomas Milic will try to now push the other way and get him some goal support. Here's Shaw from the line. Long shot deflected in front. Whacking away are the Moose. And Anhorn chops it just wide of the net. Came dashing in for the line and had a great look there with Berezhnoi down and out. Here's Duehr onto the puck. Spinning around down low. This line gave Rockford all sorts of trouble back on Wednesday. Ton of chances for Mason Shaw. They just couldn't find a way to finish them off. Ice Hogs will clear, but it's taken by Anhorn. He'll dip it right back into the offensive zone. The Moose working on a change here. Shaw, good hit down low. Nearly came away with the puck with Duehr standing in front of the net alone. But the Ice Hogs nip it away and get it back to the Moose. Will get in a change with 10.5 to go in the first. Bringing it forward is Mast with good speed. Puts it out wide. Return feed from Engelbert is turned away. Out in front, and can they score? Moose blocked the first pass to the front of the net on the give and go. But nobody took Milmock, who just kind of cut away from Mason Shaw and went to the front of the goal. And both Gustafsson and Shaw were standing on either side of him, but nobody took him. And Milmock able to shovel that one to the back of the net, and the Ice Hogs have the first goal of the contest. Now they'll have an offensive zone draw. The defenseman jumping up into the rush. And a missed defensive assignment. And the puck's in the back of the net just like that. Puck to the front of the net once more as the Ice Hogs continue to just jam it right into the blue paint. This time the Moose will swat it down the ice. And puck up the near side for Mason Shaw as the Moose win the draw, and he will work it back for Ashton Suttner. Cross for Dylan Anhorn. He's under pressure, so works it back for Suttner. There's Korchinski weaving his way through neutral ice. Leads it into the zone. It'll be dumped down to the near side corner. Joey Anderson on it first. Moves it to Korchinski out wide for Mishiak. A shot that's off the side of the net. Moose trying to find the puck down low. It squirts away from Anhorn and Suttner, and the Ice Hogs recover. 45 seconds left in the power play. Cini, his pass off of a skate, and Manitoba able to clear in a crazy bounce. 4 minutes to go in the first period. The Moose trailing 1-0. Trying to even this thing up before heading into the intermission. Comes down into the corner. Fitzgerald bumped, stays with it. Goes to the far side. Gustafsson challenging his man. Works it loose for Duehr. Duehr has Shaw going to the net, but he can't swing it out in front as Fitzgerald does well to close off the angles. Shaw steals high in the zone, but it's taken right back. And turning up ice is Harding before firing it into the Moose zone. Brings around to the near side. Phillips reverses, goes around for Salamonson. Leads it ahead for Duehr. Forced to just poke it up and down into the Rockford zone. Here's Allen starting up the near side. His pass comes to Suttner across the ice for Anhorn. He runs out his puck to the side of the net. Right out in front, a chance. Milic, a great save, and then another one. And he falls over on top of the puck. Moose win the draw, and Salamonson banks it off the wall for Phillips. Phillips, nice pass ahead to lead Jokin up ice. Danny Jokin storming down the left side. Slips on this ice and drops it off for Duehr. Duehr trying to stuff it in front, finds Phillips open for a shot. Save made by Berezhnoi. And it'll be cleared up to center, and here comes Savoy again into the circle. Tries to go between the legs and steers it into the far corner. 10 seconds left in the first. There's Jokin dropping back for Salamonson. Courtesy of that deflection, have their first of the game. A nice little break for Manitoba. There's Milic in behind the net. Let that one roll through for Sotner, unable to clear the zone. And it comes back over to the near side. Harding lays it back over to the far wall for Matz to tap behind the net. There's Anhorn going for Sotner. He'll put it back in behind the net. Anhorn looks up the near side for Duehr. Off of his stick and into the offensive zone. He'll play it in behind the net. Mast gets to the puck, but he's taken off it by Shaw. Mason Shaw tries a pass that's deflected up into the air, glove down, and cleared out to center. Cale Clay. We're scrambling through a change here. Ice Hogs quick up in front. Thompson, he'll wind and fire, and Milic just got enough of that one to push it wide of the net. Moose got caught changing a couple of times in Milwaukee last night and nearly get caught here, but now here's Duehr cutting to the goal and he scores! Walker Duehr powers his way to a Moose lead. Good stretch play down the ice for Duehr, who finished off last night's game with an empty netter. He just lowers the shoulder and buries one 5-0 on Berezhnoi, and the Moose have their first lead of the contest, 5 minutes and 12 seconds into the second period. Rockford defender just took kind of a tight path in on Duehr. Did well to disrupt going back to the net, but Duehr just had the positioning, and as Berezhnoi kind of reached out for a poke check, Duehr just rolled it right through the 5-hole, and the Moose up 2-1 here with back-to-back goals in the second period. Billy Hainela picking up the assist on the Duehr tally. Now here's a chance for the Ice Hogs. His spinning and firing was Tony Nato, but it sails over top the net. Allen high in the zone. Taking off the puck here. It's stretched out for Shaw. 2-on-1 for the Moose. He's got Duehr going to the goal, but his pass hits him in the skates. And then Duehr tried to feed it back out in front, but it's off of a stick. And it's that play by kicking it over to Billy Hainela, who had the nice pass ahead for Walker Duehr for Manitoba's second goal. The Moose in their own zone and a chance. Couple of false starts on the face-off. David Gustafson disagrees, but Mason Shaw takes over on the draw to the left of Thomas Milic, and Shaw goes down and wins it. Puck flipped to the line, held in by the Ice Hogs, but second effort sees that puck come back to center ice. Rockford reloads, played down in behind the Manitoba net. Shaw fighting it along. Unable to make a play on it, and they score! Let's go. And one of the top scorers in the AHL makes the Moose pay for this mistake. As just nobody picked up Cini in front. That's the second goal here tonight for the Moose, where they're just kind of caught watching the puck and not the dangerous skater in behind them. Is Thomas Milic, no chance, weaving his way into the offensive zone, sends a pass across. That'll be deflected to Allen. Back for Korchinski. His pass in behind Lardis will ring around the boards. Phillips up the far side. Shaw ties the puck there, leaves it in for Phillips. And the former Ice Hog steps behind the Moose net to work it off. And it'll be fired up and bounces into the offensive end. Allen back on it first. He's got plenty of time to roll this around to the far side. Savoy moves it off. Anderson looking across the ice. He's got an option that'll be flipped in by 30 seconds off the penalty clock as Savoy brings it forward. His pass deflects funny off the wall, and scrum for the puck off the draw. It'll be flipped back to the line, and Kevin Korchinski dishes for Brett Cini, the latest goal scorer for Rockford. Back for Korchinski, and a shot just sails into the glove. 35 seconds to go in the minor as Korchinski brings it forward and drops it off for Cini. Cini guides the puck into the zone. His pass was tipped, but gets through. And now a pass out in front. Here's a chance, and it's turned away by Milic as Tony Nato got free. And then he plays it around the boards. That's taken away, and the Moose able to bounce it down the ice, and now a chance for them to jump ahead. Here's Duehr going to the goal, puts it back for Zhilkin, and he scores! Danny Zhilkin, a shorthanded goal! Manitoba's second in the past 3 games, and it's 3-2. Zhilkin didn't give up on that play in neutral ice, and on the 2-on-1, he was able to get it to Duehr early on. That opened things up. Zhilkin just went straight to the back door and had a tap in from Duehr on the nice feed. Great look off there. It looked every bit like Duehr was going to try and rip that puck and just put it to the back post. Zhilkin made sure to seal it all up, tapped it in with Berezhnoi all the way past the other post. And 2 shifts later, have themselves a 2-goal edge.
Manitoba goal scored by 16, Samuel Fogarty. Time to even straight goal.
4 minutes to go in the second period. And the Moose, who came into this frame down by 1, now lead by 2. Able to clear the zone here. Or it rolls back into Salamonson, and he'll bring the play forward. Gustafsson gathers, moves it down low for Duehr. 2 points in the game for Walker Duehr. He fights off a check, looks back to the line. His pass deflected, but he manages to fight back onto the puck, and now he's got a chance right up Main Street, and a good save by Berezhnoi, who just got a shoulder on that one. 3.5 to go in the third period. The Moose looking for another one, deflected in front, puck's loose, Berezhnoi's down, and there it is sitting in the crease. The whistle blows, but I don't know. The pass for Lardis. Lardis takes a bump from Gustafsson and gets the puck in down low as the Ice Hogs get a swap with 2 minutes to go in the second period. Here's Anhorn bringing it forward. He'll fire it in. Duehr gets to the puck, pushes it behind the net, but it bounces over the stick of Mason Shaw. Lardis squeezes it free. And now it's stretched ahead and past Gustafsson, breakaway for Sini. In off the right side, shoots it wide of the net. As David Gustafsson was covering for the defense and ended up having that puck bounce past him. Walker Duehr able to help negate an icing call, and the Moose retrieve in the offensive zone. Here's Salamonson. He'll turn over the puck though, and it's Sini again. He's got a goal in the contest. Dishes off for Lardis, makes a move. Ice Hogs reset quickly. Moose were changing. Tony Nato in for a shot, and Milic will steer that into the corner. Phillips rolls it around the near side. Nast checked. Phillips tied up. Moose are going to head to their first power play of the game, but before that, Duehr's going to race forward and get to the puck. Shaw stops up. He gets the pass, gets it on goal, and they score! Mason Shaw sneaks it under the pad of Berezhnoi. So cancel that power play. It's 5-2 Moose. Walker Duehr with his 3rd point of the night on the setup for Shaw. And that line that had so many chances back on Wednesday, finding the back of the net with regularity here now tonight. The shot kind of crossed everybody up. He didn't go straight to the goal. He just stopped in the circle, swept it towards the net, kind of caught Berezhnoi off balance there, and he was slow to the ice. And Mason Shaw has the Moose up 5-2, 2 minutes into the third period. And here come the Ice Hogs again. Marcel into the corner. They'll play it around to the near side. Tony Nato on for Milic. Milic runs into Shaw, but the puck cleared out to center. And he'll knock down the clearance from Tage Harding. Harding another chance at it, and he'll get this back to the Moose blue line where Anhorn awaits. Comes up to the line for Marcel. Marcel, he's forced back out over the line. Ice Hogs tag up. It'll be played down low, but nobody has any speed to get down there on the forecheck. Anhorn skipping it off the glass down the ice. This will bounce into the Rockford zone for Del Mastro to control. Spins away from Duehr. Lifted out to center and played down into Manitoba territory. Salamonson dealing with a rolling puck. Gets it over for Anhorn, who'll be looking to get off the ice here. He's just going to lift this forward. That'll bounce down for the latest goal scorer, and Mason Shaw spins around, fires it in on Berezhnoi, who boots it high in the zone. Phillips fresh onto the ice, able to steer it down low for Gustafsson. David Gustafsson behind the net, tried to tuck it out in front, finds Shaw, who gives it right back to Gustafsson. Up top for Salamonson and over for Phillips. Phillips tries a shot that went off a stick and ricochets over to the far side of the ice. Marcel protecting the puck and will steer it over for Nolan Allen, who strides up to center before peeling back after gaining his team a little bit. Really, the Moose scored that goal against the flow to make it 5-2. Big goal for Manitoba. Nomak, who has one of the Rockford goals here tonight, will work this down into Moose territory. Taken by Shaw, he'll flip it out. Knocked down by Harding and right back in for Cates. Drops from Marcel, his shot punched up into the air and into the netting. They'll win a face-off in their own zone, and Kale Clegg steps it forward, but his pass intercepted, and the Ice Hogs stay in Manitoba territory. They're spending a little too much time in their own end here in this third period. 11 minutes to go as the shot is blocked by Gustafson, and he'll lift this back out to center. Moose have defended well when leading on this road trip. But here they come now as Shaw puts it back door for Duehr, and he just knocked that saucer pass wide. Walker Duehr eyeing up a 4-point contest. Now the Moose will steal at neutral ice. They need a group to try and change the momentum. Regino into the corner, that crossed up mast. But the Ice Hogs with lots of room here as the Moose were changing. Here's Gustafson working the puck free at center, and he'll get it over for Duehr with speed into the zone, but the puck is rolling all over the place and he couldn't get it settled down. Walker Duehr's been just dangerous in this game. As here's Aiden Thompson coming back the other way. Mishiak, a shot, that one off the pad of Milic. He caught up to that one a little late as it was deflected, but made another good stop. 28 saves in the contest for Thomas. Streak to 4 games and stretch their lead to 6-2. They'll win the face-off, and Colby Barlow skates to the puck. They'll move it off for Walker Duehr. Duehr on the right side. They'll swing in behind the net. A couple of Ice Hogs tangle him up. Now they play it up the near side. Joke into it. They'll just keep this puck low. Shaw rolls it in behind. No motivation for the Moose to force anything here as Shaw is going to go now with Nolan Allen, and they will start swinging. Allen gets a couple of big haymakers away to early. Shaw giving up some size, will swing over the top. Not a lot of connection here between the two. As this one starts to get out of hand, Shaw with a quick little uppercut underneath as the linesfolk got in there. The Manitoba captain comes the second player on the Moose roster to get 2/3 of a Gordy here tonight. Goal and a tilt now with less than 3 minutes to go. Face-off win for the Ice Hogs. Engelbert will bump with Hainala. Leaves it off for Duehr, and the Moose pick their way forward. Really Hainala. A little fake pass, drifts his way through neutral ice, weaves his way into the offensive zone. Hainala tried to dish for Barlow, got it to him, and the shot just high and wide. That would have been some magic there from Ville Hainala, as he just dangled his way through everybody and just slipped a puck through for Barlow. 2:10 left in the third period. The Moose will be on the power play the remainder of the time. Here's Jokin jumping into the zone. Left to the line for Duehr at the right point. They'll work it on the boards. Salamonson across the ice for Hainala. Moose working with 2 defensemen on this power play. Salamonson right side, Duehr in the middle. His pass taken away, and Savoie trying to work it forward, but Salamonson does well to cut him off, and then Savoie slashes him. And at this stage with the game this out of hand,